Good morning. Happy Sunday. My name is Brian Thomas, and I'm the founder and owner of Baptiste Power Yoga Phoenix.
Hello.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, good
Good
to
to
see
see you again. High five. High five.
you. Love it.
Good to be back together again. And I'll just introduce myself really quick before we start. Okay, great. My name is Amelia Andaleon, and I'm a certified level 3, tier 3 Baptiste influencer. And I've been through a lot of training with Brian and Mallory. And in fact, Brian and I, we were partners in getting our level 2 certification, I think. Do you remember that? When we were trying to learn something and help each
It's
other
so
memorize something.
it's so blurry, right? After all
It's
these years.
it's so blurry. And the beautiful thing about the Baptiste community is this connection that we maintain, even though so many of us are all over the world. And then when we say a friend reaches out and say, hey, will you guest teach a Baptiste yoga classroom? And it's like, well, hell yes. Hell yes. And we know what to expect is going to be a Baptiste yoga class in 30 minutes we're going to do today. So I do want to share something. I was thinking, it's like, I want to share something from Barron, and I happen to find this book. Can you see this? So it's the Being of Power. So it's
Yeah.
the 9 practices to igniting an empowered life. And I opened the book, and this is what I opened to. So a couple things opened up. My bookmark, which is a tag from Africa Yoga Project. The camera might not be able to see that. I love them. And practice number 6 is clean up the messes in this book. And what you can't see on the other side of this camera is I have some garbage bags I'm going to be filling up because I need to declutter. I need to clean up some messes, literally. But the opening quote from the Buddha says, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to start off with that quote. And it also mentions practice number 4, give it up to get empty. So we're going to start with that in child's pose. And those of
Okay.
you who are new to this live with Baptiste Power Yoga Phoenix, I'm going to teach, and Brian is going to be doing the practice. So everybody get to their mat. All right. All right, 5 breaths, Ujjayi breath. Yeah, integrating body, mind, and breath. Yeah, in this opening quote, clean up the messes. Is there anything you can let go of? Cleaning up let's get essential, and let's connect to an intention. Like, what is your deepest heart's desire right here? Breathe into it. And then sigh out, release, let go of any attachment, any incomes, outcomes. I said incomes. One more breath in and sigh, release it out. And now Ujjayi breath, mouth closed, inhale. Mouth closed, exhale. Downward dog. And walk out your downward dog. So we move to integration. We're going to move into awakening the body, start awakening the mind, awakening to what you see. Look back to your toes, set your drishti, and look to the front of your mat. Step forward, ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, grab your elbows, sway side to side. Now wake up the thighs, Brian. Start constricting the muscles of the thighs. Let that upper torso hang long and loose over the thighs. Keep that Ujjayi breath. Yeah, I love how you're doing that self-adjustment, Brian. Fingertips down to the ground. Big toes to touch. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen your spine. Welcome, January. Bow down, forward fold. Rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart, pause. Breathe into your intention. Sigh, let something go. 1 Om together, breathe in. Inhale, rise, reach up. Forward fold, empty. Halfway lift. High plank. Hold in high plank. We're going to hold here. Pull the pit of the belly button up and back towards the spine. Let's start waking up some fire in the thighs. Constrict the muscles of the thighs into the bones. And you can choose, Brian, and everyone listening, 5 push-ups or take 5 breaths to lower down to the ground. So being mindful, noticing what's here today, what is possible. Tops of the feet on the ground. Inhale, upward dog, breathe in. Exhale, downward dog, breathe out. 5 Ujjayi breaths. What can you give up and empty out? And when you empty out, you get to fill up more with what sustains you, what lights you up. More Ujjayi breath. Nice. Look to the front of your mat, step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Bow down, empty. Root to rise, reach up, look up. Bow down. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, moving through Surya Namaskar A. Awakening through Sun Salutation A, warming up the spine, moving through the body. Great Ujjayi breath, Brian. And I see Mel Penny is here, Anuv is here, Fear is here, Tadra, Lori Lee, Greta, welcome everyone. Welcome Beach Girl. One more breath in. One more breath out. Step or jump forward. Halfway lift. Bow down, empty. Root to rise, reach up, look up. Forward fold, bow. One more sun A. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Breathe in, upward dog, press that chest forward. Nice smile, Brian. Downward dog, hips high.
That's my signature.
Welcome, Jared. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, we're still in Sun Salutation A, but we're going to move into Vitality. So wake up the breath, like fire it up. You only have a 30-minute class, so we're going to really bring it. Look to the front, spring to the front. Halfway lift. Bow down, empty. Chair pose, hold. Hold this chair pose. Yeah, take a seat. Take a seat lower, Brian, because I know you can. What is possible? And of course, there's ahimsa. I think everyone here listening, ahimsa, practice self-care, take your modifications. But if you can, sit lower. Imagine that you're squeezing a slip of paper in between the knees. 2 more breaths. Gaze forward, drishti set. 1 more breath. Forward fold.
Oh.
Halfway lift. You got it, Brian. Chaturanga, flow with strength. Wake up the triceps. Core engaged. Upward dog. Downward dog. Right foot forward. Warrior 1. Let's hold this first warrior 1. 3 more breaths. So ground the feet down into the mat. Ground down like earth. And then, Brian, pull your lower ribs in towards the midline. Yeah, wake up those transverse abdominis muscles. Great. Keep that front knee bent. Adjust your AirPod. Inhale, look up, go back. Chaturanga, you go. Flow. Flow with fire, flow with awakening, flow with vitality. Downward dog, left foot forward. Warrior 1. Breathe. Yeah, Brian and I, we've had a lot of laughs. A lot of laughs in class, off the mat, on the mat. But here, right here in Baptist yoga, this is like integrity. Like get into the pose, Brian. Get into the body. Look up, go back. Chaturanga. Beautiful. Breathe in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. Ha, 3 breaths, 3 breaths, 3 breaths. And wake up this downward dog. Like press the hands into the mat. Yep. Tilt that tailbone up towards the ceiling a little bit. There you go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Jump to the front. Halfway lift. Bow down, empty. 1 powerful chair pose, sit. Powerful, low, you go, forward fold. Halfway lift. Vinyasa. Vinyasa like you mean it, filling up with this breath. We're cleaning up the messes as we're moving through this practice. Right foot forward, warrior 1. 1 breath, root down, rise up, and then flow. Remember to bring the joy as you're flowing through upward dog and downward dog, left foot forward. Both feet root down, rise up, go back. and flow. Because you can, because you get to. Eyes open, downward dog. Hold here 2 more breaths. We're going to do 1 more sun salutation B. At the end of your exhale, jump to the front. Halfway lift. Bow. Chair pose, sit low. Forward fold. Great, Brian. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Big breath in. Big breath out. Warrior 1. Step into your warrior. Rise up, reach up, and you go. Yeah, and check in where you are. Where's the mind? Where's the connection to what you sense? Get present to what you feel. Left foot forward. It says, I am here. I am warrior. Reach up, and then flow. So vinyasa, let's smooth out this vinyasa. Breathe, let go of resistance. Hips high, downward dog. Toes to touch. Nice, Brian. Press your chest closer to your thighs. Reach your right leg high, bend your knee, open up your hip, and flip your dog. Bring that foot all the way over. Send your hips high. What is possible? Maybe somebody out there has a wheel pose. You listen to your body. 1 more breath. High plank. Nice. Breathe, side plank. Left hand down, right arm up. Open up the top fingers. Maybe lift up that top leg high. Is that here for you, Brian? Can you grab that top foot by any chance, like way up towards the sky?
Yep.
We just give it a try. You did grab your foot. 1 more breath. High plank. You got it. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Nice, toes to touch. Reach your right leg high. Crescent warrior.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, we're going to move into crescent warrior. So high in the back toes. We'll come back to the flip dog after we do this. Okay, now set your gaze forward. Set your drishti. So we're going to add some grounding and equanimity here. Press that front foot down into the mat. Feel like everyone squeeze your inner thighs in towards the midline. Launch forward, airplane pose, Dekasana. Okay, no loosey-goosey back ankles, Brian. Wake up that back ankle, great. Open up the fingers wide. All right, set the hands down to the ground. Look down towards the mat. Hop up, handstand, hop. 3, 2, and 1, chaturanga. Nice. Breathe in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. Ah, you got it. Big toes to touch. Left leg high. Bend your knee, open up your hip, flip your dog. You know, what do we do in a Baptiste class that's half the time? You know, we just have fun with it. Ground the feet down into the mat. Yeah, I love how you're opening up your heart. Is there a wheel possible? See if it's there. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, shit!
Woo! That's what's possible. High plank, my friend. You get there however you can get there. Roly-poly.
I did the thing.
That was on video, Brian. Okay, side plank. Side plank on the other side. Breathe. That's so awesome. That's what this is about. So listen to the body. What's possible on this side plank? Like press the bottom hand down. Maybe grab the top foot. Shine that top foot up towards the ceiling. I know you got long legs. 3, 2, 1. High plank. Get your true north alignment. Chaturanga. Breathe in, upward dog. Beautiful. Breathe out, downward dog. Ha, big toes to touch. Left leg high. Warrior 1. High in the back toes. Warrior 2, sorry. Crescent warrior. What am I talking about? You're a good follower, Brian. Crescent warrior. Pull the lower ribs in towards the midline. I got so excited about your wheel. Okay, now I got to get back into it. Okay, set your gaze forward. Set your drishti focus. Airplane pose. And again, wake up that back ankle. Beautiful. And is it possible for you to straighten your standing knee? Like use all the muscles of that upper thigh, inner thigh. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Fingertips down to the ground. 3 handstand hops. Hey, Tom. Good to see you. Hopping up in handstand. 1 more. Chaturanga.
Is that Tom Kadu?
Yeah, that's Tom Kadu. Hey, Tom. Another fellow Baptiste yoga friend that's been to training with me. Okay, eyes open. Look towards the back of your mat. Breathe in. Look back. Sigh, empty it out. You're doing amazing, Brian. Right leg high. Inhale. I miss you too. Crescent warrior. Step the right foot forward. Reach the arms up. Hands to your heart. All right, let's twist it out. Breathe. Ujjayi breath. And soften your shoulders down from your ears, Brian. Yeah, squeeze the tips of your shoulder blades together a little bit. Yeah, like there's a pencil in between your shoulder blades. If it's here for you, open the arms. Yeah, let's all watch Brian sweat. 3, you're doing amazing. If you have a half bind, you do your thing, Brian. 2, if you have full, you do your thing. What's possible? 1, reach that arm back up towards the ceiling. Chaturanga. So Tom, you just missed Brian moving into a wheel from a split dog, which was pretty amazing. It was so cool. Toes to touch, Brian. Left leg high. Crescent warrior. Hey, Tom, call out a pose that you really want Brian to do. Pull your lower ribs in, Brian. Hands to your heart. And then twist to the other side. Tom, oh my gosh, I miss being all together with all of you. Okay, focus, Brian. Drishti. Drishti, everyone. Okay, open the arms. Breathe. Ujjayi breath. I know we have a lot of fun in these classes, but we focus too. Okay, half bind if that's here for you. 2 more breaths, Brian. You're doing amazing. And lengthen from the tailbone out through the crown of the head. Awesome. All right, release your bind. Steady. Chaturanga. Breathe in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. Okay, Tom Kadu, he just cued handstand to wheel. We're having fun. Big breath in.
This is a family show. I'll be quiet.
Family show. Anyone else want to join? Big breath out. Look to the front. Jump or float to handstand. Halfway lift.
If he could demo for me, that'd be great.
Bow down. That's your challenge, Tom. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Hands to heart. We're having fun. And then twist to the right. Breathe. Brian, side crow. You have side crow?
Oh, sure.
Give me a side crow.
Play.
Give yourself a side crow. Do yourself a side crow. And Ekapada Kundanyasana. Separate the legs out wide. Brighten the toes. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Inhale, chair. Option. Yes, option, side crow. All right. Chair pose. Forward fold. All right. Separate the feet hip width apart. Padangusthasana. Grab the big toes. Pull up on the toes. And then exhale, big sigh out. Belly to your thighs. 3 breaths. Brian, you're doing amazing. Jared, thank you for the comment. Option. Yes, side crow is always an option. 1 more breath. You ready to go, Brian? Toes to touch, chair pose.
Ready
I love
now.
that Brian's always up for these lives. Hands to heart. Okay, pull the lower ribs into the midline. Now twist to the other side. Now you're twisting to the left, right? Breathe, shoulders soft. You can bring a smile to relax. Open the arms or take your optional side crow. Yeah, so the option I'm offering, I know Brian, I know that he does the side crow, so I'm offering that to him. So all of you listening, you choose what you want. Ekapada Kundanyasana, where he's straightening out the legs. Wake up the yogi toes, spread them out wide. 3, 2, 1, release. Beautiful.
Oh.
Inhale, chair. You got it. Forward fold. Separate the feet hip width apart. Palms all the way underneath the feet. Yep. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Bow down, belly to your thighs. I still am waiting for the Tom Cadu handstand to wheel. So he's going to invite us to demo that. I want to see that. 2 more breaths. You got it, Brian. 1 more breath. All right, we're going to get into some equanimity, but crow first. All right, toes to touch. Crow pose. Okay, I'm going to give you an option, Brian. Crow to headstand, back to crow, vinyasa. Got it?
Yeah.
But hold your crow pose 5 breaths. I know we've been moving fast, but steady. Pit of your belly button up towards the spine. Uddiyana Bandha. Breathe. Did you want to try the headstand?
I don't do, my spine doesn't allow it.
Okay, let's not do that. You got it. All right. Yeah. So from here, Malasana, take your legs out wide. Let's take a wide squat. You're awesome. Hands to your heart. Relax the shoulders down from your ears.
I realized something.
What?
You guys count really slow in San Francisco.
You know what? In my caption that you shared, go ahead and take it to his left arm out, right arm out, up. So I was talking about how I've had to really ground, in this last year and a half. What really grounds me is to slow down my breath. And in Baptiste yoga, we can breathe really fast. We can go through such a fast practice. And I love that. I really flow. Go ahead and twist to the other side. And there's something that I've realized that I have personally missed out on. I don't know if missed out is the right word, but there's an access to a different sense of calm, and it's a different challenge. I actually sweat more when I breathe slower, and maybe you're getting this, Brian.
Yeah.
1 more breath, forward fold. But Brian, you probably remember, Baron has made us breathe really slow before in class, and I was like, oh my gosh, this feels unbearable. And it's awesome for us. All right, let's get into some equanimity. Rise up. Eagle pose, right elbow under. Okay, we're going to add a sequence to this. So listen, pay attention. Elbows to shoulder height. You're going to hinge at the hips, bow down. I call this take your eagle to sleep. I don't know what they call it in Phoenix, but that's what I call it. Keep the eagle arms, airplane with eagle arms, right leg back. Brighten those right toes, that right ankle, Brian. Yep, get in that habit. Wake up that back foot. Nice. Warrior 3. Arms forward for warrior 3. Yep, there you go. So there's a principle where you have to relax in the pose. Now half moon, right fingertips down, left arm up. You got it. If it's in your body, Brian, Chapasana, bend the top knee, grab the ankle, if it's there for you. And nobody force, no forcing. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Beautiful. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee, shake out the head. Okay, we're going to do that 1 more time on the other side. We only have a 30-minute class, so there's more I could offer, but we're not going to go there. Halfway lift, inhale. Bow down, exhale. Rise to reach up. Hands to heart. Let's settle. Set your gaze forward. Get into the body. Get into your breath. I know we're having a lot of fun, but let's really get into equanimity. Equanimity is to get into the inner calm of the body and the mind, despite any clutter around you. You got it. Eagle. Left elbow under, left knee crosses over. Ujjayi breath. Take your eagle to sleep. Reach your elbows forward, Brian. There you go. Keep the eagle arms, airplane with eagle arms. Yeah, getting that default of awakening, that back ankle. Warrior 3, reach the arms forward, lengthen out all the way from that back heel to the tips of the fingers. You got it, Brian. Maybe level out your hips. Drop that left hip down. 3, 2, 1. Now half moon. Left fingertips down, right arm up. Or whatever bottom arm is down for you. I think it's right arm. Lift up that top leg to the height of your hip, if not higher. If you have it, Chapasana on this side. Bend the top knee, grab your ankle. Again, never forcing. Breathe. 3 more breaths. Forward fold. Brian, you're awesome. Bend the right knee and left knee, shake it out, shimmy out the shoulders. You got it. High plank. You get to choose lower down to your belly for 5 or 5 push-ups. Everybody, 5 push-ups or what Brian is doing. Anything you choose is awesome. When there's choice, there's power. Straighten the arms, relax the arms, take a cheek down. Take 1 breath of rest. Breathe in. Sigh and empty out the breath. Salabhasana, lift up the chest, lift up the legs, palms facing down. Yeah, great. Reaching the tailbone back towards the heels. And then softly land. Take the other cheek down. Breathe in. Sigh and let something go. Maybe look at your puppy if he's next to you or she's next to you. And then forehead down, do another Salabhasana. And then reach the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Straighten the arms. Okay, Brian, we're gonna stay up here. If it's here for you, move right into bow pose. Bend the knees, grab the ankles. Yeah, brighten that chest forward. Relax, relax, Brian. 3 more breaths. You got it. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Softly release. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. All right, camel pose. Brian, do you love camel?
I love it.
You don't know if you love it.
Ask me in a minute.
Okay, let's go. Thighs forward, chest lifted, heart lifted. Ujjayi breath. Yeah, so anybody's listening, if you're just moving into this, back bend, you want to make sure that you're warmed up before you move into the back bends. And see how Brian's thighs they're like upright. Imagine that you're pressing up against a wall. And your neck, it goes back to whatever the comfort level is, to the safety of your neck. Breathing, and when you're ready, engage the core, slowly release. And with a deep, deep knee bend, take a downward dog. Keep the knees bent in this downward dog. Knees bent, yeah. And here, release the lower back, pull the pit of your belly button up and back towards your spine. We're going to come into our final back bends. Step or jump through for bridge pose. Press the feet down, send the hips up, tuck the shoulders under. So Brian, tell me, is it 30 minutes since I started teaching or 30 minutes when you started talking? Let me know.
There's no right answer.
Okay, all right. So press the feet down because I want to give you a little bit more. All right, so press the feet down and then relax down. So you've been in bridge already. Okay, Second, go up, bridge pose or wheel pose. So all of you get to choose. So Brian is choosing wheel. He's pressing his feet down, hands down towards the ground. Breathe. And now, Brian, open up more through the armpits. Press your chest towards the wall that you're looking at. Yeah, with your face. Press there. Fire up the thighs. And then chin down towards it. Just slowly lower. Nice, nice, nice. Grab your AirPod. I saw it fly out of your ear. Big breath in. And big breath out.
Okay, I hear you. I don't have to do another one then.
You can still hear me. Okay, one more. And you get to choose. You know what? And nobody has to. You all get to. You get to do your choice of back bend. Bridge pose, wheel pose. You choose one final one, 5 breaths. Welcome, Shalini. I see that you joined. Breathe, press the feet down, press the hands down. And while you're here, be here with integrity. So we started this class talking about the theme of cleaning up the messes. It's like cleaning out the clutter. Get clear right now. Get clear to what's important, essential. Breathe. Last one. Nice. And chin down towards your chest. Beautiful. Supta Baddha Konasana. Hand on belly, hand on heart. And when I get into Supta, I like to lift my booty up and then set it down to release my lower back. And now allow the inner thighs to open, the hips to open. Settle the back into the ground. Brian, you're really good at relaxing, by the way. Mm-hmm. Happy baby. Feet up in the air. Release through the lower back. It's hard to teach a 30-minute class, Brian.
I know.
It's really hard. All right, but I want to get into a little bit of hip stretch. So, but I also want to get into stability. So keep your feet up here. Okay. Hands behind the neck. All right, knees at 90 degrees. Yep. Hands behind the neck. Oh, is that where you're going to do that variation? Alternate bicycle kicks, Brian. So elbow to the opposite knee. Yep. Oh, I like that variation. Do you do that for your neck?
Yeah, I have my spine was fused, so I don't put pressure on it.
Oh, yeah. I love seeing that variation. So Brian is putting his hands like in front of his chest. So the traditional is fingertips behind the neck. And you see Brian's also coming up. Yeah, you're still going. Okay, 20 more for those of you. So traditional is kind of twisting and lifting your elbow up to meet the knee. Yep. All right, let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees into your chest. You're amazing, Brian. Okay, so we're going to do this for a hip stretch. So instead of half pigeon, I don't want to take too long. So feet down onto the ground. Okay, cross your right knee over your left knee. Like all the way over. Like all the way over. We're going to combine a twist with a stretch. Yep, with a hip stretch. Okay, so right knee is over left, right arm is out. Let your knees drop over to the left side. Oh. A little bit of a stretch on the outside. So this is a little bit of a multitasking. Since I know we want to wrap up, we don't want to take too long. We want to give some love into the spine and the hips. So, you know, Baptiste Power Vinyasa is typically 60, 75, 90 minutes. We were just doing it in 30 minutes. Breathing, settling the back of the shoulders into the mat. Slowly back to center, uncross the knees, hug the knees into the chest. And then cross your left knee over the right. Yeah. And then you'll twist to the other side. The left arm out. Look to the left hand. You're doing great, Brian. Breathe. I know I want to give you all like a 10-minute Shavasana and all that stuff, but another time. Soften the shoulders. And then Brian and Mallory, one of these days I'm going to get to Phoenix. I want to check out your new studio. I'm so excited about it. I'm excited for you. So proud of you guys. Settle in. And then back to center, hug in. It's 9:35, Brian. Is it time for Shavasana?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. Shavasana. All right. I'm going to listen to the boss. Okay. Straighten the legs, palms facing up. Relax the shoulders. It's a couple minutes. So since we don't have a lot of time, it's like right now. It's like there's going to be an off button. It's like instantly back body heavy, let go. Skin surrounding the body, soften, smooth. Take a big breath in. Empty, cleanse out, sigh it out. We'll stay here for another minute. Let go. Deep rest. Gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then reach your arms up above your head, legs together, full body stretch. Breathe from the toes to the fingers. And empty, sigh out, cleanse out, empty out. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll over to your side and pause. Yeah, curl up here and acknowledge yourself for showing up for this 30-minute class with me, with Brian, with all of the friends here that are joining us live and who are going to watch later. Breathe in and breathe out. Press yourself up to a seat. Hands to your heart. So my wish for you is that you had some fun today and that you got to flow and cleanse something out and invite a sense of grounding in these times and these days that might feel crazy and unsettled and uncertain. And that right here you have your breath. Connecting right here to right's here, what's right underneath your thumbs, your heart space. We'll seal our class with one Om together, connecting all of our vibrations together. Breathe in together. Thumbs in between the eyebrows to your third eye. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. Together we bow down in thanks.
Namaste.
Namaste.